Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. Last time, we made our way outside of the Saluna Temple after fighting all the goblins that were inside, and we had a heck of a fight getting our way out of it. But we did manage to survive, take out all the goblins, although it wouldn't surprise me if there are still some goblins scattered about on the edges. Hopefully they all got called in as we were fighting everything, but I wouldn't guarantee it. So we're going to level up and then rest to get our health and spells back, and then do our usual looting and looking around to see if there are any other goblins that might have not noticed the fight going on. But first, let's do our level ups. Varric. Level 5. Level 5 is where things start getting good for basically all of our classes. The martial classes get their second attack, and our spellcasters get their third level spells. Let's see, sorcery points, level 3 spell slots, yeah. Fireball, always a good choice. Probably what I'm going to take, but let's look at the other options. Blink, allows us to get out of trouble potentially. Counterspell is also potentially very good. Ugh. Probably what I'm going to want at some point, but I think I will hold off for now. Daylight, no. Fear. Targets drop everything and become fearful. They have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Grant Flight. Bestow the ability to fly upon yourself or an ally. So just one target. Not amazing. Gaseous Form. Haste. Haste is also very good. Target yourself or an ally to become hastened, gain an action, become faster, and +2 to AC. Lasts for 10 turns, so as opposed to the speed potion, which is 3 turns, I believe it was. 10 turns, but then we become lethargic. It's probably another one I'm going to want to pick up sooner rather than later. Hypnotic Pattern. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt would be good as a lightning focused Dragonborn, like the blue dragon bloodline. At 6th level, lightning spells become more powerful. So probably next level I'm going to want to pick up Lightning Bolt. Sleet Storm. Slow, similar to haste, but attacking an enemy. But this one gets up to 6 creatures. Ooh. As opposed to haste, that's only a single ally. That's very good. Stinking Cloud. And then we're back down to our level 2s. I'm going to go with Fireball. It's just a very good all-around attack. Hits a big area, does lots of damage. That's why everyone knows Fireball. It's just super good. I could replace something, but I don't think there are any spells here I don't particularly want. But I could technically replace one of these with another 3rd level spell. But I like all of them. I use all of them, so I'm gonna just leave the spells I have. And we'll just pick up Fireball. Not that exciting of a level. Okay. So you gain the extra attack. So she'll be getting 2 attacks every time she attacks, which is fantastic. And then fast movement. Increased by 10 feet while not wearing heavy armor, so she'll be moving around even faster. And if we can, again, maintain the... what is it? The spell that Gale casts on us that's escaping my mind at the moment. Then she'll be moving around pretty fast. We're going to keep Bear. Bear is always great. Resistance to all damage besides Psychic. And then, as a Zariel Tiefling, she gets another Smite. Branding Smite. Possibly marks your target with light, preventing it from turning invisible. The 2d6 extra damage is more impressive than preventing them from turning invisible. Although potentially we'll be running into enemies that are trying to turn invisible. We just haven't dealt with that much currently. So nothing really to select for her at this level either. Useful abilities, that extra attack, but no selectable options. Shadowheart. What are you getting? Third level spells as well. Why is this one... You already know this spell. You already have access to a better version of this spell. Why do you have Bestow Curse? Shadowheart. So she gets Destroy Undead. When you successfully turn an undead creature, it also takes radiant damage. We keep forgetting to do turn undead. Like the one time we ran into undead in the crypt, I think I forgot to have Shadowheart attempt to destroy it or turn it. So she gets Bestow Curse from the Trickery domain as opposed to from her normal spells. So it'll always be prepared. How is this different than the base version? This spell version is better in some way. At least that's its claim. It's always prepared, but nothing else is standing out as different. I don't know. Seems to be more or less the same. And then she also gets Fear, always prepared. Mass Healing Word, that's cool. Revivify, revive a companion, they return to life with 1 hit point. So we can now bring people back to life if they die. Speak with Dead, we can already do that because of our amulet. Spirit Guardians is a powerful spell. How many... Does she just have a single? No, she has 2 level 3 spell slots. Good. I'll probably want to look through these and decide what spells to prepare. I guess I can do that now. So they have chosen Glyph of Warding. Prepare. Inscribe a circle of arcane glyphs on the ground. When stepped on by an enemy, the selected magical effect will trigger. Probably not. Animate Dead. Daylight. Spirit Guardians. Again, super good. Feign Death. No. Remove Curse. Protection from Energy. Beacon of Hope. Your allies will regain a maximum hit points possible when healed. They also gain advantage on Wisdom saving throws and Death saving throws. So for 10 turns, it makes all of our healing spells do maximum hit points. Probably something that's better to use outside of combat. Or we could select it and then do some bigger healing, like Prayer of Healing, to heal everyone for maximum. Or Mass Healing Word. Probably not Mass Healing Word. 1d4 plus 4 is kind of not awesome. Yeah, we're going to go with Spirit Guardians. It's a very good combat spell. And then we can switch out outside of combat if there's other options we want to take. And lastly, Astarion. What do you get? Uncanny Dodge. Use your lightning quick reflexes to protect yourself. When an attack hits you, you take only half the usual damage. You don't get a second attack, unfortunately, it seems, which is a shame. So, I think that's mainly just fighters, paladins, barbarians, etc. They get the second attack on 5th level. But I was hoping rogues would. I don't remember exactly which classes get which abilities, but that's fine. Alright. So we didn't get a lot of choices to pick this level, but definitely some good abilities. Now, resting. We could do our short rest just to get our health back. But because we're basically out of spells, although we do now have our 3rd level spells,
Wits and blades always sharp.
So we do have spells. We could continue looking around rather than going immediately to rest.
What to do?
Yeah, why not? Pull off on resting a bit.
Around. Let's go hurt someone.
Let's do our looting. We need to get back up top if possible. Seems Varric cannot jump up there. Do we have any way to get up there then? If I tell him to go there, what's he gonna do? Looks like he has a route. Okay. As I thought, there would still be some enemies around, and it seems there are. Hello everyone else. Would you like to join this battle? And then you two. Come on over here.
If this isn't important, step carefully.
It's fun that everyone's just paused as they wander around because of being outside of combat. So you cunning action hide. Oh, I guess. There we go. Can you shoot him? No, he's barely outside of range. He'll probably move forward.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
So you have 35 hit points. Nice. Oh! 5th level, our cantrips do an extra dive damage. That is right. Which wasn't actually stated anywhere on our level up, so I'd forgotten about it. But yes, now our firebolt's doing 2d10 damage rather than 1d10. Which is very, very important. Now, you need to pull back so you don't die. Dude. Seriously? You went after him rather than Karlach, who's right in front of you? You have 2 rages left of the day. Don't think you need one for this guy, if I'm being perfectly honest. You've got 2 smites. They're long rest when they come back. Nah, just attack. I guess probably should have gone with reckless attack to make sure we hit. And as always, we've left him with 1 hit point. We are super good at that.
What should I do?
Shadowheart, can you do anything to him? So, yes, your cantrip is also going to be 2d8 rather than 1d8 now. 60% is not amazing. 55 is even worse. Try and hit him. There we go.
Let's move.
So let's go back to trying to get upstairs. I don't know why I feel like looting from the top floor down, but it feels better. Okay, they're making their way up as well, and I assume Astarion will meet up with us soon enough. Alright, back to looting. So this... Oh, right, we did have this cracked wall that we had seen that we haven't investigated at all.
What's hiding here?
We've got a hand axe. Let's make sure we grab that. And we really, really need to go somewhere to sell all of our stuff. Because I think Karlach was nearly encumbered as well. $330 gold on them. That was significant. Hide armor +2. We were wanting some medium armor that was enchanted. Gain a +1 bonus to dexterity saving throws and checks, and gain a +1 bonus to initiative rolls. Studded leather. All good things, but let's specifically grab that hide armor +2. Give it to Karlach. Here. So her AC right now is 13. And that'll bring it to a 15.
Never a dull moment.
Ooh, we've got a chest. We've already looted that chest. Okay. Then never mind. Right, that's how we came down here. It's been a while, so I've forgotten everything. Antidote, healing potion, greater healing potion. Always good. Oh, we are now heavily encumbered. Even better. Let's open this, send all of this to camp. Which is not that much, unfortunately. Let's see, what else is heavy that we can pawn off to someone else? Sure, all of that. Shadowheart, you can take it. Crusher's Ring, movement speed +10. Gladly will put that on someone. Do I think I need to have it, or should I give it to, say, Karlach?
Hey, good looking.
Just so that she can easily get around where she needs to go. Astarion already has faster movement. Granted, Karlach does too, so maybe Shadowheart
No time to rest.
as another potential melee character.
My faith will guide me.
There you go.
All right, what now?
Lots more camp supplies.
Need to find a way forward.
I guess maybe we should teleport to somewhere, anywhere really, to sell all of our goods. Probably to the Tiefling druid camp, whatever. Sell all of our stuff, and then we can teleport right back here. On Goblins, My Life Amongst the Conquering Host. Let's read it. An excerpt from Volo's forthcoming guide to Goblin Society, My Life Among the Conquering Host. It is often noted that goblins are cowardly, tending to flee from robust challenges, and scattering far and wide if their leaders are felled. I tell you that it is not always so. The goblins of my recent acquaintance, fine though uncouth fellows by and large, have a fiery courage, fueled by their love of the absolute. From the mighty magic-wielding Booyog to the lowly muck-troubling pariah, they seem more willing to fight, and indeed to die, for this new god than even the most stalwart devotee of Helm or Tempest. So far, I've been unable to discover the domain or provenance of this emboldening deity, but with every hour that passes, I come closer to the truth of the matter. For now, know this, priests and trusted devotees of this god, even be they goblins, are capable of wielding more powerful magics than even I can conjure. We don't need that. Rotten food. Magic of the Weave, an introduction. If you try to understand the Weave, a true pity for one, only they who are truly attuned to the Weave can rightly call themselves spellcasters. Thus comes the question, what is the Weave? It is an essential element of the universe. It runs through everything in unseen threads. It is what makes magic possible. It is also, though I will not go into further detail here, the goddess Mystra herself. See Magic of the Weave, Mystra and the Spell Plague. I definitely want to read that, because the Spell Plague, we've talked about it before, the Spell Plague is what brought the Dragonborn here during that whole situation. And I think Mystra, in a previous form, was killed or destroyed. The Weave was destroyed at that time, and I think Mystra, at the same time, was destroyed, killed, whatever. And then when the Weave was remade, Mystra in her new form was created. It's a cool situation. I want to know more about it. The weave isn't magic precisely, rather it is the raw material from which magic is woven, not entirely unlike how a collection of threads is shaped and formed into a garment. Those with the necessary talent and skill can manipulate the weave and perform magic by casting spells. Developing this skill takes years of learning and constant practice. You might have heard of those who can cast spells because they are born with an innate connection to the weave, commonly called sorcerers, or worse, because they struck a bargain with an otherworldly creature, also known as warlocks. Do not be deceived. Their magic is unpredictable, uncontrolled, and in some cases not even rightfully theirs. I would say that a sorcerer like myself is able to predictably and control their magic. No, to truly know and manipulate the weave is an art, but those wizards who master it will know the limitless power and beauty the weave provides. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna fast travel. Just so that we can sell some of our stuff. And then we'll teleport back afterwards. Astarion, you really don't need to be hiding at the moment.
I'm just waiting.
Can you stand up? Thank you.
No one back home will ever believe this. Best be on my way.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
Ooh. Are they prepping to leave?
A scout just reported. The goblins' leadership has been decimated. We might escape this place yet.
Yes.
I took a collection from all of us. It isn't much, but you've earned it.
Thanks, Zevlor. You can keep your coin? Nope, I'm just gonna accept it. Thank you.
It's not enough, but it's all we have.
Halsin will likely want to thank you too, mind. He returned just a while ago. I believe he's catching up with Korga. As for us...
No armies at our heels. Amazing. We can finally leave. But perhaps we need not speak of farewells. We'll join your camp tonight to celebrate if you'll have us.
We'll see you there. We aren't gonna go to camp quite yet. We still need to empty our inventory a bit. So we'll see you there. So everyone's preparing to leave, I guess.
I want to have a word.
Eldrel didn't want us, and those druids sure as hell didn't either. But you risked your life for us.
You're welcome.
We made it somehow. Now we just need to get to Baldur's Gate.
Just seeing if anyone has anything interesting to say.
I won't. I'm not 10 anymore.
Don't I know it? But there's 2 more boxes after this one.
Wow, we can just loot a bunch of their stuff as well.
Use?
Might as well. It's there and it's not stealing. Then we will talk to Aaron to do some selling. Ooh. Yes, please.
Back to worrying about road rations it is. So many mouths to feed, but, well, that's not a bad problem to have. Thank you, truly.
You're welcome. So, you're about to go to Baldur's Gate. Anything you want to say, Roland?
I nearly dispatched those goblins myself, but it seems you managed well enough. And why wield a masterwork where a butcher's blade will do? My thanks, truly.
Yeah, he keeps talking about how powerful he is, but he continues to not do anything besides just talk.
So it's true. You scattered the goblins. Peace can finally return to this corner of the Sword Coast. Thank you.
You're welcome. Glad I could help. An excuse to gut some goblins. Glad I could help.
As am I. And I'm sure those poor refugees would quite agree.
I want to trade if you have anything good.
Of course.
Hopefully money. Not a ton of money, but I'll take what you have. Let's actually sort by weight as usual. That way I'm selling our heaviest things first. We definitely don't need large containers of water. Sure, we will sell the random books. What else don't I need? We'll keep that. Holy water. Didn't realize we picked that up at some point. That's cool. Whole bunch of arrows that we should give to Astarion. Bunch of poisons. Okay, that's the heaviest stuff we have. Karlach, you've got lots of heavy things. We have 17 thieves' tools. I did not realize we were carrying around that many. We'll hold on to the magic things. Those are quite valuable for the weight. So, depending on where he's sitting at money-wise, we'll see if we get around to selling them. Definitely keeping the infernal iron. Okay, and you are out of money now. So we'll take your supply pack. What else do you have? Camp supplies. Anything else I particularly want of yours? We could grab more thieves' tools. We'll take all of your healing potions, just because we can. All of your food. More healing potions. Scrolls of Revivify wouldn't be the worst choice. Could just grab a bunch of his other random scrolls. I don't use scrolls, and I definitely should. I think that's everything particularly of note. We could actually get this for Karlach. It's probably slightly better than what she's wearing. Because this is 14 armor, which I think it's 14 after it already gained the +2. So this, I think, is slightly better. Probably. Change shirt +2. I don't know. One less slashing damage versus one less slashing damage and gain a bonus to dexterity saving throws and checks. We'd lose the initiative bonus, but that's probably fine. Did that go into our inventory? Of course it did. You put that on. Okay. So that brings her up to 16. Good. We definitely want her to start having some real AC. So we can now sell that. And then he's got ridiculous money, so we can go back to selling all this other stuff. Again, we'll keep all the magic items. We may get around to selling those at some point. And then Shadowheart has more random stuff. Because she was the next one we had hold on to things after Karlach got encumbered. Whoa. Drow leather gloves. Don't remember picking those up. Fancy. Okay, he still has 600 gold. That's cool. Then I guess we can start selling other things. Various gems. All the silver plates and whatnot. The bone that I don't know why we had. Alright, and then magic gear. What do we not care about? Momentum is cool. We might end up using that. Silver pendant for guidance. We don't need this. Misty Step can be cool. We definitely want to keep Speak with Dead. Although I should keep some of my magic items for Gale, because he's probably going to need it at some point. We don't need that. Lightning charges is potentially good. Oh, you run out of money. Cool. Alright, well that was very good for our finances and very good for reducing our carrying weight. So thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
Keep balance.
And let's get back to the goblin camp. Alright, back to more looting.
What's in here?
Away, you. Nothing on you. Who's talking? I heard voices. Hello, brawler. That didn't take long. Starion, could you unlock this for me? No, unlock, please.
Let's crack it open.
Take some guidance. Oh, dude, come on.
Might be a while before there's another chance to rest.
Try again. Don't roll an at one again. Thank you.
Can't give up now.
Lots of good stuff.
Don't waste a step. Let's have a look.
Okay, nothing more over here. I think everything that was marked as red is now all white, so I think that was the last living person. The last goblin, so now nothing is considered stealing because they're all dead. The Purged Palette, Midwinter Edition. A series of recipes accompanied by anecdotes about the meals in question. This is a twist on the traditional dwarven egglock stew. Those non-dwarvens who can't translate that, don't bother, no point frightening yourselves. Just make sure that once you've burned the alcohol away, do not add the drider venom. Substitute it with some other sour, whatever agrees with your milky constitution. As to how I discovered this one, back during my watchman days, a drow thief I caught spiked my supper. The look on his face when I quaffed it down was near as good as the stew. A drow thief threw some drider venom in his stew, and he just ate it anyway, because dwarves have hardy constitutions. Awesome. We'll take that. Grab the daggers, we don't really need the cooking pot. Worth 30, I'll take the music box. Let's see. We've already read the Mortal View Eyewitness Accounts, the Ballspawn Crisis. Take the Thieves' Tools. Missives of Candlekeep. Nope, out of my way, Shadowheart. Move. A select collection of the most notable letters sent from Candlekeep. Many are dry reports of celestial movements or incomprehensible details of arcane rituals. However, this letter catches your eye. To the Sage Elemenster, over the past year, I've delivered many of your letters to Master Gorion, so I wanted to be the one to deliver this sad news. Alas, he is with us no more. Gorion and his ward... Oh, Gorion and his ward. Gorion's ward is the hero of Baldur's Gate 1, as I recall. I haven't played it, but I know enough about the lore to know that. Gorion and his ward left Candlekeep soon after your last letter to him arrived. They departed in the middle of the night, but were waylaid shortly after on the road to Baragost. The Gate Warden tells me that Gorion saw to it that several of his attackers joined him in the next world before he was struck down. I hope this brings you the same grim comfort it brings me. Of his ward, there was no sign. In some better news, I received your letter to the library and was able to find much of the material you requested. It has been carefully secured and will travel with this letter. Yours in honor, Tristan P. Shale, librarian at Candlekeep. P.S. I hope you'll forgive my curiosity, but might I ask, why do you need so much information about Ballspawn? What exactly are you working on? The Ballspawn crisis is what Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 were surrounding. So that's all talking about Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, I suppose. Alright, we will hold off on going out of the keep because there is still lots more to loot here in the keep.
Will fit in my pack.
We already read the goblin poetry when we first arrived. Grab the apple, a couple of whole chickens, we'll take those. You've got to climb up there to grab it? Seriously? Alright. Grab all the food we can. So we could have potentially spiked the booze to deal with a bunch of the goblins. Obviously we did not. But it was another option we could have taken. Whoa, we don't want the roasted dwarf leg. Gross. Roasted dwarf belly? No. Roasted dwarf belly, roasted dwarf ribs. I don't want dwarf meat. Is any of this? There we go, pork. We'll take pork. And I'm encumbered again, but a lot of this I think is just food. Which means we can send it off to camp. Leave dwarf stuff. Take the pork. I don't know what Rotha is. I'm gonna assume that's not intelligent being. Alright, let's open this and send all of you to camp. There we go. I think that's just a bottle. We don't need random bottles.
Just another crate. Just another crate.
Yes, I see that. Take all of that.
Better not be cursed.
We're getting lots of food supplies, which is definitely a good thing. We want to be able to camp as often as we need to. Don't need the water. I keep picking it up, so I'm not really paying attention. Bunch of paintings up here that are probably somewhat valuable. Where are you guys? Just climb the ladder, guys. Oh, we have to go around? Sure. So yeah, how valuable are these? 2 pounds for 45 gold. 2 pounds for 30 gold. Yeah, we'll take them. They're reasonably valuable.
That might be worth a look.
Ooh. We will gladly dig up whatever they've buried here. Lots of good stuff. And I suppose I should also talk to my companions now that we've finished off the goblins to see if they have anything to say. I think, though, that that's basically everything looted from the goblin camp. I want to still go upstairs so we can check out that cracked wall. See what its deal is. Where are you guys going? Aha, up this way. Grab the mushroom. Good for alchemy. Nope, looks like we haven't quite looted everything. Didn't get all of these guys over here. Dwarf's poem. Have we read that? A son of Selûne fell here in the dark below, and we sealed his grave in her holy glow. May the full moon never touch the stars once more. May the darkness never conquer the moon maiden's door. A note is scrawled in the margins. Found the door under the temple. Think the moon's turn, but which way? A cluster of stars and lunar phases are sketched beneath. We already solved that.
Something good here, right?
I mean, we just picked the lock rather than actually solving the puzzle. Okay, we are almost done with looting. Kind of amazed by how much stuff. I mean, we killed a ton of goblins, so I guess I shouldn't be terribly amazed by how much there was to loot. But wow. $22 health on this wall. Immune to fire damage. Alright.
It's good to be alive.
Karlak. Attack. Immune to slashing. Okay.
A long way to go still.
I assume probably immune to piercing. Not immune to piercing, apparently. Just sturdy. Do we have any good bludgeoning weapons?
Making me sweat.
Big hammers or whatnot. A flail? You could do. We'll switch back to your sword in a moment.
Attention.
There we go. Collapsed corridor to where? Give you your sword back.
Looking ahead.
And let's open this and send all of that back to camp. So that we're not encumbered. We are still encumbered. Let's sort by arrows. That is not sorting by arrows. Arrows. I want everything that has arrow in the name. Thank you. Let's take all of this and give it to Astarion. And then all of this equipment. No, some of this is stuff that's being worn. It's about to send it all to Karlach. When healing another, the wearer regains 1 to 6 healing points. Really? Why did I not see this earlier? Legends say a giant elk and a druid once formed a powerful friendship. When the elk laid down his life for the druid, she crafted this helmet in honor of her beloved friend, so his beauty and compassion would live on forever. I don't remember when we picked this up. But when healing another, the wearer regains 1 to 6 hit points. So... yeah. I think that means that Shadowheart is going to get hit points whenever she heals others. And then she also has something that's giving healing, I think, the 3 temporary hit points whenever she heals others. So I'm not seeing what's causing that, but I thought that was a thing. Don't remember. Either way,
Let's get going.
back to us. Let's grab all the things that aren't being worn. Give them all to Karlach. Give them all to Karlach. Thank you. Now, what is in here? Okay, this just takes us to the ceiling, which we've already been to. So this didn't take us to anywhere new. It's just another way that could have been a way out. Alright, no problem. That's this whole temple finally resolved. Let's go back to the Emerald Grove.
With haste.
And then I guess if we camp, we're supposed to have all of the tieflings there to celebrate the death of the goblins. So do we want to do that this episode? I suppose we could. Maybe we should go around and see if there's anyone else to talk to, like Halsin, Kaga, etc.
What's up for discussion?
We'll do a bit more selling.
It'll take a while for us all to recover, but you've helped us take the first step. Of course.
I think he still had some money. No, he didn't, actually. Darn. sell some of the somewhat worthless and heavy things. Worth 7. We can't even sell him a dagger. Okay. Well, you are
balance.
Out of money. Let's head down to Dagon. Or Damon. Damon? Whatever the crafter's name was, whose name I've forgotten. I assume he's still down here. He is. We have things to sell to you as well.
You saved us. I wasn't sure we'd make it through.
You're welcome. Let me see your wares.
I wish I had better, but this is all I have.
And also there wasn't anything to say about the fact that we have more infernal iron. Let's see. So you don't have a ton of stuff. Potentially there's some better armor. Not really. Just seeing if there's anything that I would want Karlach to have. Doesn't look like it. Oh, that was a unique weapon, so I want to keep it. Why are the alchemist spires not stacking? Do I want to keep the blacksmith's note? We have the quest to make the magical items. I don't remember what all of these papers are. Various letters, child's drawing. We'll call that good enough. Sure. Well, thank you, Damon.
May Timora's luck twist your way. Druids.
Alright, let's go down to the Druid Circle to see Halsin and Kaga, as well as the rest of the Druids. See if Nettie has anything to say, now that we've saved them all. And we have still not turned into a Mind Flayer. We could also see if the Thieves Guild children have anything going on as well. Hello, you two. What were you saying? Wouldn't tell me. I saw something about you deserve to be banished, and then her saying, then banish me.
You took it upon yourself to undertake the Rite of Thorns. I ought to exile you from this place. Forever. Instead, I shall listen to the explanation that you owe me.
I owe you nothing. Goblins swarmed us like roaches while you stumbled after the past. You chose to abandon us. I chose to protect us.
Silence! The rite has been ended. I will allow you to stay, but consider yourself a novice anew. You have forgotten the ways of the Druids, our place in the natural order. You shall learn it all once again, right here. Backslide, and nature's fury will crush you.
As you wish, Master Halsin.
Tell she tried to imprison a child. You'll have your hands full with her. She shows great spirit, to put it mildly. No need to be so harsh. She acted out of concern. No. You were too lenient. There's bad blood between tieflings and druids because of her. Kava's not acting on her own. She was under the influence of shadow druids. Yes. Definitely we want to give that information that we've picked up. I think 2 different pieces of information explaining that.
She knows now what cavorting in the shadows brings her. She will not stray again. Besides, this is no time to lose a promising druid. You will soon see why. But enough of that for now. I owe you my thanks. The grove stands. Nature prevails. And again, I am in your debt. Speak to Wrath. He will reward you for your efforts.
Okay. What about my problem? I need help. I hope this grove of yours was worth the bloodshed. What happens next? What about my problem? I think we're talking about the mind flayer parasite, and he's going to tell us go to the tower like I told you. But we'll check.
Tomorrow morning, we shall discuss what is to come.
Okay. Hey, Kaga.
Peace. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Okay, we can take all of their various antidotes and ingredients, so we shall. Looks like we can also talk to all of them now, if we wish. Or steal their idol. Do you guys have anything to say?
We wasted so much time fighting each other.
True.
Sylvanas taught us a lesson by letting an outsider save us.
Alright, well then let's head inside. Actually, there was a woman out here, who was trying to send letters to Halsin. I'm curious if you have anything to say.
We're free of the goblins, but the grove is changed. Wounded. The days ahead won't be easy. I'm glad we have Halsin to guide us.
Okay, you didn't have much to actually say. That's fine.
I tell you? Soon.
Here we go.
And Wrath has a reward for us, apparently. So is Wrath now the backup to the first druid, since Kaga clearly isn't, since she's been kicked down to being a initiate again?
You done it. You brought Halsin back. Thank you. No, thanks is not enough. May Sylvanas bless you for all your days. I cannot imagine taking on a camp full of goblins was a simple task.
Yeah, we died a couple of times, but those didn't actually happen since we rewound time with saves, so it's fine. For someone like me, it was pretty simple. Think nothing of it. I'm glad Halsin is safe. It was a hell full of blood and ash. I'm just here for the reward. We could go the cocky route. Think nothing of it. I'm glad Halsin is safe.
As am I. The grove will be whole again. And I promised you a reward, didn't I?
You did.
Let me show you on your map where you can find the cache. Take this rune. You'll need it. Place it among the pedestals inside our library. When the wolf glows brightest, everything in the vault below will be yours.
Okay. So these were a bunch of the guys that didn't like us. I could talk to them and see if they have a nicer opinion now. Let's see if Nettie is around, and if she has anything to say, now that we've rescued Halsin. I don't see her.
Stay
Maybe in here? Yes, this is where she was.
I have to tidy the blessed day. I was worried I'd never see Master Halsin again. You kept your word. Thank you.
You're welcome. Here's lucky I didn't swig that poison. You're very welcome. Thanks are fine, our reward is better. You're lucky I didn't swig that poison.
Look, I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do when you told me about that tadpole.
Well, you're very welcome.
I don't know if I can ever restore Sylvanus' peace to this place. But I'll have the chance. Thanks to you.
Okay, so there's supposed to be a place in the library where we put the rune. Empty socket. Probably here. So, Rune of the Wolf. Combine that with the empty socket. It's a strange UI. We combine the empty socket with the rune to make a full socket. Sure. Well, it's glowing. But it didn't seem to do anything. We need to highlight all of them. Ah. That looks like a yes.
Open up.
So we can now loot all of these things, which I don't think we were allowed to before. Well, let's go down here. See what's in the vault. That they're giving us free access to everything. Bunch of empty bases. Robe of Summer grants resistance to cold damage. I mean, that's not bad. Since my one poison spell is not as useful as my just using the thunder option instead. Sorrow. +1 glaive with Sorrowful Lash as a cantrip. Pulls the creature 10 feet towards you. Has extra reach. How does that compare to your weapon? We give this to Karlach.
This is the blade from the Druid's notes. It feels so sad.
What Druid's notes? I have clearly forgotten.
Let's march.
Okay, it's 6 to 15. Hers is 7 to 20. So, yeah. Probably keep using the Everburn blade. The reach would be nice. And the ability to pull enemies towards you would also be nice. But I think probably not.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Bunch of scrolls. Antidote, Wyvern Toxin, Serpent Fang Toxin, Elixir of Poison Resistance. Sure. Elixir of Barkskin, some more healing potions, and Potion of Animal Speaking. Secret Societies of the Sword Coast exposed. Harper's, the most well-known of the Sword Coast cabals, perhaps but certainly not benign in its shrouded doings. My sources claim that those belonging to this mysterious faction pour power, but if that is so, Why do they not expose the revelations of their inquiries for the public good? Why indeed? Because knowledge is power, and the Harpers intend to keep both for themselves. Harpers are generally considered a usually good organization. Shadow Druids. Weigh the life of a man against that of a sapling oak. Which do you value more highly? Ask a Shadow Druid the selfsame question and be shocked by their answer. This dangerous group utterly disregards intelligent life in favor of the life of plants and insects. Their perversion of the natural order leads them to plan and execute plots so dastardly that the mere description of one would leave you glancing sideways at your begonias. The Order of Clurd. The least known and accordingly most dangerous of the secret societies I've researched. The Order of Clurd, my sources tell me, this shadowy conspiracy of murderers, mutilators, and tyrants regularly meet to plan the demise of any number of innocent citizens of our fair land. What's more, they like it. Dark Justiciars. We get to read more about what Shadowheart wants to become. I shudder even to inscribe their name upon the purity of this page. I shall leave it at this. They worship Shar. That's all you're going to tell me? Sure. I was hoping to get some more info about them, but nope. Druid note.
I'll give it a shot.
We almost missed that. The Emerald Enclave won't send help, even if I asked. This land is wounded and the rot is deep, but it's deep everywhere. I can't wait for help to come, but perhaps I need not face the darkness alone. Do we know who wrote that? No, written with a heavy hand. Someone was worried.
I'll take that.
All right. I think now we will finally rest for the night and see what that causes. Oh, Shadowheart's probably going to freak out because we're going to be walking past a wolf. No. Interestingly.
Master Halsin's home by Sylvanas' mercy.
Odd, because she has that fear of wolves that I thought would have triggered. But maybe since she's already been scared of that wolf in the past, she's not scared of it anymore. Like it only triggers once per wolf. That would make some sense. Do we want to go talk to Mole? See if there's anything of interest that she has to say about them getting ready to go to Baldur's Gate. Suppose let's go down and see. Or have they already cleared out? Looks like they've already cleared out. Alright then. Maybe she was one of those kids that was near the front entrance to the grove.
Not a chance I'll fit in there.
That was not the entrance we came through. This way. It was this ladder. That's how we get down here. So yeah, there were a bunch of kids sitting on a rock. I wonder if Mole... I think her name was Mole. The various Thieves Guild kids. There's Mole. Yeah, there's the Thieves Guild kids. And these are the parents that we helped earlier. Let's see if they have anything to say.
We didn't die today. Tomorrow, perhaps, but not today. Thanks to you.
Not much to say. Alright, Mole.
Something's on my mind.
What's up?
What's this? Mattis, this is junk. You do good work. If you can handle more than goblins, might be I'll have use of you in Baldur's Gate.
I could trade with you. I don't have much to sell
Always
at this
a deal
point.
to be done, even now.
But do you have anything of interest that I would be wanting to buy? Not particularly. Alright, then never mind.
Try not to die up there.
I shall try. And perhaps we will see you guys in Baldur's Gate.
If there's fighting, you run, and you do not stop.
Alright,
For anything.
let's go to camp. So I'll do the usual rounds of talking to all my people, see if they have anything to say, and then we'll camp for the night. So interestingly, no one had anything of interest to say, even though we just cleared out the goblin camp. Would have thought someone would have mentioned it, but maybe that is saved for the nighttime stuff. So yeah, we will end the day. Whoa.
No, no, an owlbear.
So yeah, Tiefling's all joined us at camp apparently. Well, Astarion has something he specifically wants to say, so we'll start with him. And then we'll go around talking to everyone else, I guess.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful.
Really, saving lives is awful? You did a good thing. Suck it up and enjoy yourself. It's not that bad. Think of all the goblins you killed. Yeah.
True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
You got to have fun killing. Like, that seems like your idea of fun. Wine all you want. I'm having fun. True, the goblins would have thrown a wilder party. Take his bottle and try the wine. I'm gonna take his bottle and try the wine.
It's a heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask?
What's your idea of a little fun? That better not mean I want to kill something. We could have fun. We could spend some quality time together. Knowing you, it probably is. What's your idea of a little fun?
By the hells. Sex, my dear. A night of passion. Not with you, just to be clear. I mean, can you imagine? Ugh, no.
Wow, that's rude.
Anyway, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have someone else to sniff around.
We'll start with our companions and then we'll move on to everyone else.
Would you look at this place? All these people happy because of us. It's nice to be somewhere where good is still possible. And with good potations too.
Potations? I don't think I know that word. Are you enjoying yourself? Did you have parties like this in Avernus? I think I've drummed up the courage to tell you how much I like you. Enjoy yourself tonight, Karlach. Are you enjoying yourself?
Fuck yes. I'm celebrating my freedom and our friendship and these folks' bright future besides. All I need now is a fire-retardant lover to get lost in till sunrise.
I mean, I'm fire resistant, but I'm kind of dating Shadowheart. Do you have parties like this in Avernus?
Not so much. You spend the whole time avoiding swords and schemes. Plus, people just get nastier as the night wears on. I tried to make friends at first. Learned my lesson fast. Better to keep to yourself in hell.
Well, enjoy yourself tonight, Karlach.
You too, soldier. Enjoy yourself tonight. You've earned it.
Shadowheart.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for?
Refugees, me, let me guess, yourself, Shar? Or I don't know. Probably refugees. I think she does care about herself. She certainly cares about Shar. She cares about me, and that's probably somewhat surprising to her, but it's been going on long enough that I don't think she would bring it up now. I'm guessing it's refugees.
Exactly right. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd.
Not so odd, we did the right thing. Are you worried Shar won't approve? Don't get used to it, we just need to clear the path forward. Sounds like the wine is talking. Are you worried Shar won't approve?
Something like that. I was taught to reject anything that distracted from Shar. But there'll be time for penance later.
Penance for helping refugees. Like, it's not that you did anything against Shar specifically. You just helped refugees. And would Shar actually be that upset by that? There's Elle.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Neogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness.
I smell their blood on you still. I smell your moisture. How torturous for us both that I'll never get a taste.
Wow.
Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself.
She's a bit forward. Where's Will?
Beautiful night, don't you think? Nothing like a brush with destruction to make one appreciate the majesty of the celestial canvas. It's a view I would once have shared with my companion, though definitely unaccompanied by such revelry. She preferred it when we were alone, curled up before a crackling hearth with some ancient, esoteric tome between us. Ink glinting in the firelight.
Sounds fun. I hope you aren't talking about Mister again. Are you talking about your cat? I would think he's talking about Mistra, and I'm not going to insult him for talking about her. I mean, none of these options are particularly good. Are you talking about your cat?
By a Gerorn's lost nose! No! Tara is not any cat. She's a Tressum. And given your confusion, I'm guessing you've never met one. They're brilliant creatures. Fine company for any self-respecting wizard. She'd be most impressed by our efforts saving these tieflings. Proud, even. And I've given her little to be proud of recently. After I was afflicted with my condition, I locked myself in my tower for an entire year. I was inconsolable, wallowing in my self-inflicted tragedy. I gave enough of myself, but Tara never did. It was her encouragement, her research that led me to my treatment. Once we knew that magically infused items were the key, she went out to find them for me. She saved my life. After so long being cared for by someone else, it feels good to have repaid the favor. Not directly to Tara, but to these poor tieflings. I'm sure she would approve.
So, Tara is your cat. That's not actually a cat. She must be very smart to have done all that. What is Tara like? You must have been lonely with only Tara for company. What is Tara like?
You remind me of her somewhat. There's a steeliness in you. An unwavering tenacity, even in the face of, to be frank, quite dire odds. Wish you were here for me to make a formal introduction. But I would never ask her to undertake such a journey. She's safer at home. Besides, she was always telling me I needed to spread my wings, so to speak. find mortal friends instead of hanging onto Mistra's coattails. So that's what I'm doing. I hope.
Bad luck on that front. I'm actually a nymph in disguise. So I remind you of your pet. How romantic. I'm not aiming for a romance with Gale. But if she doesn't like me, you don't have any friends.
Sadly not. If I'm being entirely honest, my social circle is rather small. More of a dot. Or a pinhead. I've got acquaintances, certainly. Plenty of colleagues. Friends? Those are precious indeed. I hope, though we've only known each other for a short time, I might be able to count you among that number.
Of course. Of course, I hope we might be more than friends. That depends. What do you like about me? Friends with the mighty Gale of Waterdeep? I'd be honored. I wouldn't call this friendship, more a series of necessary interactions. No, friends with the mighty Gale of Waterdeep, I'd be honored.
Wine is to wit, as meat is to... Oh, can't bloody remember it. There I go then, proving your point. Perhaps we'd better leave it at that. My eloquent tongue isn't worthy of your ear at present. Go, indulge in the frivolities. They're good for the heart. And mine will be all the lighter to see you enjoying yourself.
None of that poetic stuff.
There's Will. You are not at your usual place. I assume there's a reason for that. Well, let's swing by and talk to you.
Ah, hells. I was hoping you wouldn't notice I was gone.
Of course I did. Are you alright? Of course I noticed. It's no party without you. What exactly do you think you're doing sulking out here? Get your arse back to the party. Of course I noticed. It was no party without you. No. Are you alright? That's probably the more fair question to ask.
No. I'm deeply proud of you. A touch less so of myself. In truth, I don't feel in a festive mood, and I didn't want to cast a grey cloud over the night. I'm a devil. I love the people from the Grove, but I unsettle them deep down, as I seem to unsettle everyone nowadays. You don't want a devil at your party. Horns this sharp will pop the balloons, you see, and the guests won't take kindly to scars quite so monstrous.
I mean, they're all a bunch of tieflings. They're probably not going to get terribly upset that you're a devil. That you have horns. Dragonborn, to our kind, those features just make you more attractive. You don't unsettle me, you know that. You just have some fetching horns, I'm envious. Come on, you're exaggerating, not that much has changed. Sorry has you feeling rough tonight. You don't unsettle me, you know that.
If only half the world had half the heart you do. But, off with you. This is your day. Have a dance. Enjoy the music.
I want to dance with you. Can you tell why I really followed you out here? I wish you were there, but I'll respect your need for peace. You're impossible. Yeah, I wish you would join the party, but I will respect your need for peace.
Some time alone beneath the stars, and I'll be back to my old self. Promise. Still, it's a night to remember. You've made sure of that.
I'm guessing Withers doesn't have anything particularly of note to say regarding this, but we'll talk to him.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yeah, so he doesn't have anything to say. Goodbye.
Think of it. No more caves, no more tents, no more running away. We'll be in a city with roads and markets and homes.
I think you're a little drunk, dude.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy.
We survived. That's always worth celebrating. Are you this unpleasant by nature or choice? You're right, this should be a somber occasion. You should join them, have a pint or two. Charisma check. Yeah. Have a pint or two, celebrate. You are all safe. We apparently cannot get the bonus from guidance at the moment. Yeah, we demolished that check.
Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Of course. Celebrate. We already talked to you. Roll in.
Bed and a roof for me. But
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Haha.
Hush you, and behold!
Clap, or is that it? That looked like very basic prestidigitation. But I'm not going to insult you, even though I am somewhat underwhelmed.
Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
I should cast Fireball and see if you can mimic that.
hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Cheers. Hey, Alfira. How are you doing?
This might be the wine talking, but I'm feeling inspired. Thinking of writing my next song about you. But I need an angle. Any ideas?
Not really, I'm not much of a bard. How about courage? Classic song material. Have you seen this body? It would be a crime not to sing about it. I think our, like, strength either 8 or 10. As much as we look super ripped, probably shouldn't sing about our physique. Honestly, I'd rather you didn't. If I hear my name in a song, your life is forfeit. No. How about courage? Classic song material.
Fitting. You're braver than half this camp combined. That deserves to be remembered.
Certainly. I've already talked to all of you. Zevlor, how are you?
You have no idea how good it feels to see these people smiling. The singing we could probably do without, but even so, thank you.
I mean, no one seems to be singing. If someone's going to sing, it's probably the bard, and bards are good at singing. Hi, Mull.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know.
Don't be so harsh on your elders. Indeed, and now you owe me. That sounded dangerously close to a compliment. What are you doing way over here? That sounded dangerously close to a compliment.
And that sounds like the wine drowning your wits.
Ha!
Go on, enjoy yourself. I've squirreled away a few extra bottles. When the barrel's tapped out, I'll be there to save the night. For a price, of course.
Of course. Gotta earn a bit of money if you can. I think that's basically everyone. No, we haven't talked to you two yet. Then we'll talk to Halsin.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Okay.
I need to dance. No. No, I need to lie down.
Cool. Halsin, what's up?
Go on now. Don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll discuss your problem tomorrow.
Thought you might care to have a drink with me. There's other things we could do besides talking. I'd like to get to know you some more. Take your own advice, why don't you? Go on, mingle a little. I'd like to get to know more about you.
We'll have time to spare for that, I sense. I'm surprised you haven't had your fill of me already.
We didn't really get to know you. Hardly. I want to really get to know you. Perhaps there's something else you'd rather do then. now. We'll talk another time then. I'm not going to force you.
Enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Okay. I guess that is everyone. So, bedtime.
Go down and see.
Good, we aren't using the egg.
Private, too.
And exactly 80. So, full rest.
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. You've picked up a few pleasant memories on your journey amongst your struggles.
Try to push the twisting thoughts of Shadowheart from your mind and seek sleep, or go to bed alone. So either go to bed alone or try not to think of Shadowheart while we go to bed alone. I guess try not to think of Shadowheart? Seems strange. I'm guessing if we were sort of romancing more people, this is where we would choose. But it seems odd that we don't get to choose to spend the night with Shadowheart. But maybe it's the same romance kiss option that we already had with Shadowheart a while ago. I'm unsure. But yes, try not to think of Shadowheart, I guess, and go to sleep.
Her mind is certainly an enigma. But would you wish it any other way?
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done, and I promised I would help you however I could. I'm certain a cure for you can be found at Moonrise Towers, but it's complicated. The journey specifically, it's extremely perilous, though it seems you're well accustomed to navigating danger.
I suppose it was too much to hope we were going to be cured here and now. To Moonrise, then.
What's so dangerous about it? Moonrise Tower it is, then. I'd better make haste. I was expecting more from you than a lead towards some distant dangerous prospect. That's it, just go to this place? What's so dangerous about it?
To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls.
That sounds very problematic. Sounds like I've no choice. I need to find a way through. What do you suggest? The Absolute's forces can tolerate such a place? There must be another way to cure myself. How are you so sure Moonrise is where I have to go? I want to ask all of these questions, really. But what do you suggest?
You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in the ruined Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars. I must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers. And maybe even bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse.
So, yeah, we have two options. From what I understand, you can go most of the way one direction, then go the other way to get the experience of going both routes. Which is probably what I'm going to try and do, but I don't know which route I should go first of the two. And I'm hoping it'll be obvious when I should stop so I don't go too far and move into the next chapter or whatever of the story. I found the hidden entrance to the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear. I don't want to risk getting lost in the Underdark. I'll journey overland. I never thought I'd say this, but it sounds like the Underdark is the safer route. What would you do?
The decision is yours, but I'd favor the Underdark. Even a place like that is the lesser evil compared to the shadow-cursed lands.
Well, I found the hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. The way is clear.
Already? If only I'd gone with you instead of Aradin. I would like to join your camp, if you'll allow me. I can offer my skills, my counsel. I've long sought to return to Moonrise Towers. It seems our fates have aligned.
You want to come to Moonrise as well? Why? And also, what about the Grove? But yes, you want to come to Moonrise?
Unfinished business, and a lifetime of regret to repair. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet, if I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse. Same as you may find a cure for your infection.
What about the Grove?
I've chosen a successor as first druid, Francesca of the High Forest. A bird's already been dispatched to summon her.
Who? What about one of the others? Wrath, perhaps? Couldn't Nettie take over? I'll trust your judgment. Who?
Precisely. Who indeed? You do not know, and neither do any of the others. The Grove needs to move beyond the mistakes of the past. What it needs is an unknown quantity. An outsider who can enforce the Oakfather's teachings without bias. This is why I chose Francesca. She will restore simplicity and purity to the Grove in my absence.
That has some logic to it. Very shrewd of you. Won't this cause resentment? Sounds like the Grove will be in good hands then. We should get going. Won't it cause resentment?
Resentment will spring up like mushrooms no matter what I do. You cannot please everyone, and you'd be a fool to try. Now, we've quite the journey ahead. Best get started.
So Halsin has now joined our team. So I could bring him out as well. Do I want to talk to everyone? Will is still hanging out down here. So maybe people have things to say. But I think I'm going to end the session here. I guess I'm going to get Gale to cast Longstrider, which means I'm going to put him on the team, which means he's going to level up. So perhaps I should take care of that before I end the video. And we can see if he has anything to say.
I'm listening.
And he does not. So join me.
Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for?
Astarion, as usual.
So, shall we?
Okay, so Gale levels up. What do you get besides third level spells? Looks like just third level spells. Animate Dead. We'll give that to him because I did choose for him to be a necromancer. Bestow Curse. Also a necromancy spell. There's always Fireball, which is always great. Perhaps I'll give him Haste. Just to keep us having different options, rather than just giving him Fireball, same as we took. And then Preparing Spells. He basically just has his first level spells. Let's get rid of some of these I don't particularly care about. And grab some of the higher level spells. One more option. Sure. Web's always fun. Or we could go with Sleep. 24 hit points isn't that impressive at this point. No, web's fine. Alright. But more importantly, Gale, you have Longstrider. Cast that on all of us.
Quite.
Not sure where Varric wandered off to. Ah, over here.
Still alive. So that's progress.
Yes.
Back to my party.
But you have so many friends already.
Yep, you'll take Gale's spot, as always.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
Okay, and we will end this episode here. I will see you next time as we continue on. We still have a bit more to go. North towards the mountain, I believe, as well as going back to deal with the hag. And then we get to decide which route we're going to take to try and get to the tower. I'll figure that out later. But yes, see you next time.